When we're playing half guard, we want to have the knee shield. The way that I like to play half guard is with a collar grip, and the reason for this is because it helps keep my partner connected to my knee shield, and at the same time I can use my elbow to reinforce my knee shield. So if I'm just using my knee shield here, it's going to be really tiring for my hip, especially somebody like Magnus is quite big, a lot of pressure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my elbow here, tuck it in just inside of my knee, and this is going to help me a lot. Okay, my right leg, I'm going to be doing this. All right, so I'm going to be hooking his leg like so. Okay, I don't want to just be like this because at any point Magnus can kick his right leg back and then he's free and then I have to play like an open guard. So I want to be hooking here, all right? My knee kind of under his chin, elbow on the inside. My right hand, this thing's job is to make sure my partner never grabs my collar or hugs my head. If he grabs your collar, you're going to be in trouble, okay? So make sure if the person grabs your collar, we're going to right away address, break the grip, and then come back, okay? All right, so keep that in mind. All right, guys, so just to warm up, we'll start off with just a few sweeps that we can hit from here, all right? So obviously we have our first one where I'm going to kick up, all right? Chop down, get my underhook. I want to grab around, like grab the belt, and I want to be quite low here. Make sure that my head's not sticking out here. If it's sticking out, yeah, hug my head and then put my back on the mat. So I want to hide my head low, all right? Before we do anything, we're going to step over, twist the knee a little bit, okay? Bump, come up on my knee, and then we're going to go ahead and finish the sweep just like that, right? So that's the first one. The second one is if my partner gets an overhook on my underhook. So we're here, kick, I go here, he gets an overhook. Yeah, just like this, okay? So we have a few options here. What we can do is we can grab the sleeve, okay? I'm gonna release my hand, and as I release my hand, look, I'm gonna pummel my hand like so, okay? Pummel my hand, pull into an like a arm drag. I'm gonna hug the hip, okay? Keep my chest on top of his shoulder, post, start to come up, and go to the back. All right, let's start off with those two for now, okay? So again, my first one, I'm here, kick, make my space, switch my legs, come up on my knee, step my right foot up, block his knee, drive forward, finish, okay? The second one, so the second one is, we kick, and I'm also, guys, notice how I'm using my knuckles as a kind of an extra frame so that when I get here and I take my leg out and he tries to come in, there's still something keeping that distance, okay? Because if I'm here and I take my leg out and he drops, exactly, okay? So I wanna, again, this is supporting the knee shield. So I'm gonna kick, boom, see that? As I chop down, my knuckles is in his throat. Boom, we get here, my right hand is gonna grab the sleeve, okay? I'm gonna go ahead, and see how I'm on my elbow? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, circle my left hand, bring it in front of me. Okay, I'm gonna pull my left hand out, and I'm gonna pull with my right arm this way. Okay, hug the hip, all right? From here, you can either post on the mat. A better thing to do would be to transfer my grip somewhere on the arm so I can use that to push myself up, okay? Look how my right foot goes on the mat. See my right toes are on the mat. If you posture up for me. See my right toes are on the mat. Okay, bring my left leg over, seat belt, and then we're gonna roll my partner over. Obviously, I have to maintain this space. I have to control this space, all right? So my knee shield needs to be strong, my elbow on the inside. I need to be on my side. Look at the way my body's positioned. My back is not on the mat. My right shoulder is not on the mat. You see the back of my shoulder. I'm not like this. This is the worst way to play half guard, okay? The way I want to play half guard is I want to be all the way on my side, lying on my right hip, controlling the leg, controlling the distance, and I want to be balling up. So I don't want to be like outstretched, right? I want to be in here, okay? I want to be like a ball, all right? Now, this is gonna be a lot harder for him to put any kind of pressure on me. It's gonna be hard for him, especially if he can't control my head. Okay, but let's say we fucked up, right? Like, let's say we went boom, the guy manages to get here, and this is one of the sort of the worst spots to be in, okay? So this is not, like in my opinion, this is not even half guard anymore. This is like halfway to getting past. It's not a good position anymore, okay? So we need to learn how to recover from here. So you have a lot of ways, okay? But one of my favorite ways is recovering, like getting a butterfly guard and then sweeping from there. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is, there's no point in trying to pummel inside here. You're not gonna get on the inside, okay? My left hand, all I'm gonna try to do is grab a belt, just like this, and keep this connection. He's gonna be holding on tight here, okay? My right hand, I'm gonna be posting on his hip. So if this knee is all the way in, let's say, bring it as close to me as you can. Just try to get your arm inside, post on the hip, all right? Now, what I need to do is I need to get on my side, right? So I'm gonna try and get on my side. So again, look, my right hip is on the mat, okay? I'm gonna insert my left knee, just like this. Okay, and if he's really close, I'm gonna make a little bit of space. Keep holding on. Make a little bit of space. Once I feel like I have my space. So we're here, look. It's hard to hip escape, right? So I'm gonna bridge a little bit on my side, use this to make a bit of space. Once I have that space, I'm gonna circle my leg like so, and insert a butterfly hook. Okay guys, now my right foot is gonna come off. Look, my right foot over here is gonna come off. It's gonna go to the floor. Okay, from here, I can change to controlling the elbow. Okay, keeping my head on the mat. I'm gonna pull it towards me, and then I'm gonna start to look for my sweep. Some people are like quite flexible and they can just circle the leg without moving their hips. If you can do that, great. But if you need a little bit more space, use the knee shield to create that space. So again, we're here, we messed up. Okay, I'm flat here. I wanna keep this frame on the hip. Okay, you're gonna have to try and find a way to go on your side, and that's why it's important to have this, okay? Don't be careless with this. Don't hip escape like this and then you lose control, the guy's gonna pass you, okay? So you have to make sure that I'm gonna make my hip escape, but I'm still, see, hooking this foot, okay? Now, if you're flexible enough to be able to insert your foot, great. I'm having a bit of a hard time right now, so I'm gonna keep a bit of a stretch. Sometimes what happens is as you stretch here, the guy lets go of the, then we're good, then we can come out here, okay? But if they don't let go, okay, use that to make the space that you need, okay? Move your hips out a little bit more. See how I'm still hooking this leg? Now I'm gonna insert my butterfly hook, okay? From here, connect, connect, take your foot off the mat. I'm gonna move my foot to the back here, okay? And that's gonna make it easier for me to go and hit my butterfly sweep. From here, gonna make my connection with the belt, hip escape a little bit. I'm still hooking his foot, okay? Use my knee to make some sort of space here. Now I can insert my hook. Okay, now from here, look, if the guy lets go, obviously we won't be able to butterfly sweep anymore, but now we have our half guard back, right? If they insist on holding on, then that means we can hit the butterfly. So I'm gonna control right around where the elbow is. I'm gonna pinch my head in like this, take this foot out. See how I move my hips as well? That's gonna give my butterfly hook a little bit more power. So I bring my foot out, I move my hips out, my foot's out here. That way, Magnus doesn't feel as heavy as he actually is. Okay? All right? Let's go, 1, 2, 3.